Hello, dearest Panganays, eldest daughters, calling. I have a special guest for tonight, and she is the eldest daughter, and we want to be able to serve you guys tonight so that we can empower you as eldest daughters. Here she is. Wait, ayusin ko lang yung pa-hair. Okay. This is going to be interesting. I hope that we have eldest daughters tuning in right now. If you are an eldest daughter, please raise your hand or just say that's me. Uh, pagod. Are you pagod? How are you? Did you say pagod? Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hi, Kimi.
Hi,
Good evening.
Kat. How are you?
I'm good.
Hello, Filipina. Mga eldest daughters ba meron dito? If you are an eldest daughter, please raise your kili-kili or please tell us that I am an eldest daughter. So, para lang alam natin who we are talking to right now. I'm also trying to send to the eldest daughters that I know. Meron ba akong kilala? Konti lang eh. Sige. Oh my gosh, Beng is an eldest daughter. And
Oh,
Micah. Oh, that's why they're here. So, please, oh, girly also. Ang dami niyo pala. How fun. Please follow Soulful Storyteller ha because she will be posting a lot of things for the eldest daughter. So, she will
yes.
be your resource. She'll be your ate. Ayan, si Simply Glad also.
Hi.
At ayan, si Bea. Hi,
Yeah.
Bea. Okay. Ay, ang dami. Maraming eldest daughter. Say hi. Hi, Kat. Say hi. Kat, say hi to all of them.
Hello, fellow Panganays. I'm so happy that you're here and you're tuning in tonight.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's start. First things first. What are you grateful for today?
So I'm grateful for receiving my book. So I ordered
Oh, yeah.
um what's the title?
Wait,
Women Who
where
Run with the
where
Wolves.
did you order it?
On Shopee kasi it's sold out sa fully booked.
Oo nga, yung friend ko, yung last copy yung nakuha niya.
Yeah.
Oh, so Shopee
Yes,
meron.
meron. So I had to find like a random shop on Shopee that's selling the book. So I got that today and I'm excited to read it and uh, join the book club by Nikki.
Yes. Yay, I'm so happy that you got that. Anything else?
I am grateful. The simplest thing, I'm grateful to be at home because like outside right now, it's raining so hard and I could see the lightning, like medyo scary yung lightning.
Oo.
So I'm grateful that I'm at home, I'm safe and I'm dry.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. And last but not the least,
I'm grateful for my plants because they make my space
live
I don't
more
know,
alive.
more alive and cozier, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely believe in that because I mean, of course, they're alive, their energy. So it's like you actually have someone with you, like an energy with you. So I'm so happy that you are grateful for these things. And tonight you are talking to the eldest daughters. So our
Yes.
guys. So again, if you're tuning in now lang, please type down me in the comment section. And there are three ways on how to empower the panganays. Assuming that the panganay
Mhm.
are not empowered, is that a usual thing or what?
Um, I guess for me, what my
Mm-hmm.
story would be, I tend to identify myself, who I am, with my role in the family,
Yeah.
and like if you remember, you kept asking me before what my goals are, and I couldn't answer you. I
Yeah.
think that was from growing up to be a people pleaser. Like
Mm.
I had to, it felt like it was my job to make everybody else happy. And when it came time to focus on myself and what I wanted to do with my life, I
Mm-hmm.
just couldn't really think of what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mentioned this in one of my posts about the article that I read about being an eldest daughter.
Mm.
And some of the common issues that we experience is yun nga, being a people pleaser,
Mm.
and having a lot of guilt, and playing this role in the family of being a mediator between family members, being a caretaker, taking care of your siblings, even your parents.
Mm.
So
So this is like these are the usual traits of an eldest daughter. Is that right? So
yeah.
for anyone who can relate to this, please type down relate. Meaning, oh my gosh, me too. I'm also taking care of everyone. I'm a people pleaser, and at the same time, also taking care of everybody. Okay. And so you have three ways on how to empower the eldest daughters, right?
Mhm.
So what would be number one?
Okay, number one would be investing in your personal development.
Hmm. Okay. Like
So,
what? When? Where? Why?
so by investing, it doesn't really mean that you outright, enroll in something. It could be
Mm.
as simple as devoting time to getting to know yourself better. Um, so one example would be when I started my self-discovery journey, I answered this quiz online. It's from Institute, VIA, about character strengths.
Mm-hmm.
And from that questionnaire, I discovered that my number one character strength is spirituality.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I started asking myself the question of, so if this is my number one strength, how can I use this to my advantage? And knowing that helped me, pick the spaces, the courses that I wanted to be in.
Mm-hmm.
And another example would be, if you remember, we were talking about human design
Yeah, yeah.
during our batch in Sacred Space.
Yes.
And when I found out that I was a projector
Mm-hmm.
and I was a non-energy type, and um, it put words as to how I learn and how I make decisions. It helped me honor that process more, because as a projector, I learn by trial and error. And I stopped comparing myself to other people who seem to get things right the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And um, when it comes to making decisions naman, if you remember, I interviewed you at your old Protons HQ, right? And then during that interview, you said, oh, I need a writer.
Yeah.
And at that moment, I felt in my body that it was a yes, even though I did not know what I was getting into.
Okay.
um, but it was like at that time I didn't know what human design was.
Mm.
But so when I kept reading about being a projector, etc.,
Mm.
um, I make decisions using my gut, and it usually just tells you once. And if you don't listen, like, it could be harder to tune into that voice later on. So
Mm-hmm.
that was an aha moment for me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm not weird naman pala for following a decision or a gut instinct and not knowing where it's going to lead me. That's just how I am. That's how I was designed.
Mm-hmm.
So those things, there are a lot of um, tests or quizzes, like for example, Enneagram also.
Mm.
So that's also helpful to know what your motivation is.
So
So those
So
things.
basically, right now you're saying personal development doesn't need to be like a full course, full on course.
Mm-hmm.
It's really just, getting to know yourself
Mm-hmm.
more and more so that you can be more of yourself. And that in itself is empowering already. Like knowing what your quirks are, knowing what
Mm-hmm.
works for you, knowing how you decide, how you say yes. These things play a really huge part in empowering yourself as a panganay, eldest daughter. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that would be number one. So for the eldest panganay, eldest na nga panganay pa. The daughters, for the eldest daughters here in this live session, or if you're watching on a replay, we highly recommend that you take your personality tests. We have Kath mentioned the VIA Institute. There's human design. There's Enneagram. Even the love languages. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I also really like the Strengths Finder by Gallup. Uh, the INFJ, ano ba yun? Yung
MBTI.
MBTI test as well. So just keep taking all of those. That's already trying to learn more about yourself. And that's already empowering enough. Yeah.
Yes.
So number two.
Okay, number two would be building a spiritual practice.
Ooh, okay. Let us know about that.
So if you remember, I signed up for your Confidence Boost program in 2019.
Yes.
And the last session of that was a Reiki session with you. And I didn't know anything about Reiki until then.
Mm-hmm.
And just to give everybody a little bit of a backstory. So at that time, I just came from a very toxic relationship. So I felt like my body was carrying all of that toxic energy. And I really needed Reiki pala. I didn't know that I was signing up for that.
Yeah. Surprise.
Yeah, surprise. And
Yes.
I felt like when I experienced Reiki from you,
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I have to know how to do this to myself.
Mm.
Because as an empath, as a highly sensitive person, I I wasn't aware before that I was taking on the energy of the people around me. So I didn't know what was mine and what was um, energy that I got from other people.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so that kind of started my delving into my spirituality deeper.
Yes.
And then I also got into meditation. So doing meditation, Reiki, and sometimes yoga,
Mm-mm.
just help me tune into that inner voice.
True.
Because I would say that as an eldest daughter or as a panganay, um, the voices of the people around you could be drowning out that inner voice. So as I
Mm.
said earlier, I had a hard time knowing what I wanted out of life. I had a hard time even putting words into what I felt at that moment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
I remember your very first session that you were
mhm,
shaking. Do you
yeah,
remember? Like literally,
yeah,
I think you were trying to write down something, but like I think the pen was just really shaking. Um, but eventually we were able to get to a really calmer state, especially on the last session. Um,
mhm,
and as you know, I always also tell people that I am really the welcoming committee. Like, surprise, there's Reiki, and what the heck is this, right? But there are people really who get so in tune to it that they really dive deeper and they study it. They become practitioners. They become healers as well. And I think that's what happened to you. So
oh
I'm
yeah,
glad that it found its way to you.
yeah, definitely.
Mm-mm.
So that was our Reiki session was 2019. 2020, that's when I started taking Reiki classes.
Mm-hmm.
And then last
Yes.
year was the time that I finally did my Reiki mastership.
Yes. Yes. Okay. And I guess now you're ready to Reikify others. Hopefully.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, just in case you're curious about Reiki, send Kath a message as well. So she dove into having a spiritual practice, which empowers her to, I guess, ground into herself and into her role, maybe also into the boundaries that she's going to say yes to or no to. So Reiki, yoga, meditation, etc. So that's
Mhm.
number two. What about number three?
I also just wanted to add, Kimi, to number two,
Yeah.
na when you have a spiritual practice, I realized that it increases your capacity.
Mm.
Like, example, if you already have so and so responsibilities, and circumstances in your life would really, there's no way to like to decrease those responsibilities.
Mm.
So what you can do is to have that spiritual practice to manage your nervous system, to keep your vibration high,
Mm.
to just be able to find peace and calm even if life feels chaotic sometimes.
Yeah,
So that.
great. And I want to add to that. And please take note of this because this came up with my conversation with one-on-one conversation with Thea.
Mm,
Um, uh, and she was talking about filling up her cup, etc. And it really, like, it was a breakthrough moment, and I think we can use this for one of our posts. I said, you know what? Who said that we are not allowed to make our cup bigger? So
mm,
just like you
right.
said, right, increasing your capacity. Parang, oo nga naman, bakit ba cute yung cup ko? Parang hirap na hirap, 'di ba? Yung pala, you can actually increase or like make your cup bigger so that you can also give more, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that was just a thought na no, there is no rule of changing your cup size.
Mm, right.
Di ba? Yung parang, oh my God, like for me, parang, oh my God, this is like brilliant. Because I usually say, give from your overflow. But
Mm,
what if you can even make the cup bigger and then you can overflow? So the capacity, the abundance of that is way, 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 way more, even more. Parang ganun.
mm.
So, yan. Parang, what do you think of that?
Yeah, definitely. Like, if you met me 10 years ago,
Mm.
I wouldn't even show up for tonight.
Oo.
Yung ganun ba?
Oo.
Like, the 28-year-old me wouldn't have believed me
Mm.
if I told her that I am now a writer, an author,
Mm-mm.
publishing partner of Kimi Love and Light,
Mm-mm.
coach, a Reiki
Mm-hmm.
master teacher. Like I would just be in disbelief, like
Yeah.
that 28-year-old me.
Oo. But it can grow pala, become more, become bigger. And how
Mm-hmm.
do we get there? How did you get there?
I would say you have to be consistent and unapologetic about your sacred me time or
Mm,
spiritual
mm,
practice. Like
mm,
you have like if you do yoga, you have to show up for yourself on the mat every day.
mm,
If you're going to do meditation, you have to really block out everything during your meditation time,
mm,
even if it's just 5, 10, 20 minutes per day. That's a lot.
mm. Yeah. Yeah, so I agree. So hopefully you guys all have your own spiritual practice. If you don't, start it and notice yourself being able to do so much more as well because
Mm.
of spiritual practice. And people will say, "Oh my gosh, but I'm so busy." Diba? But all the
Mm.
more, ayan, that's what mommy and I discussed this earlier in our workshop. She reminded me of that line na parang, if you say that you're busy, that's even the best time to have your spiritual practice or to do your spiritual practice. So,
Right.
yeah. Okay. So just to recap, how to empower yourself as an eldest daughter. Number one, personal development, know yourself more so that you can be more of yourself. Number two would be have a spiritual practice so that whenever you need it, you can use it and you can also increase your capacity to become more. So
Mm.
that is so empowering. Number three.
Okay, number three. So the first two were kind of like very serious, kind of heavy. So number three is a little bit lighter.
Okay.
So number three is be intentional about feeling good.
Oh, yeah, I know this. Okay.
Yeah.
From gathering.
Yes. And I
Yes.
also realized that, as eldest daughters or as panganays, we tend to be so serious about life. We tend to like think about all our responsibilities, think
Mm-hmm.
think of all the serious stuff that that
Did I lose her or did she lose me? Hi, hello, Nikki. Hello, dear Gilly. Hi, hello, everyone. If you are a panganay, if you're an eldest daughter, please type
is
down
it me or
me.
is it Kimi? Yes.
Yeah, I think now I have you back. Okay, great.
Yep.
And you were talking
Okay,
about
great.
the feeling good.
Yes, feeling good. So as I mentioned, as eldest daughters, we tend to focus on, what we need to do, our responsibilities, our checklist, or whatever, that we forget to have fun. Like, it sounds weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
That we forget to have fun, but trust me, we do.
Yes, yeah. So what do
And
you do to have fun? Like
you know,
you.
you don't even have to spend money to have fun. Like for me, if like I'm going to do some errands, if I'm
Mhm.
gonna drive around, I'm gonna play some Taylor Swift in the car and sing at the top of my lungs.
Swifty.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, so I love that. Also dancing, like no one's
yeah,
watching.
yeah,
Parang ganda. Oo.
yes.
Pero
So I
just thinking.
even bought like disco lights for my room so that
Yes.
like after work I just dance around in my room like a crazy person.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else that you think? I mean, also the people right now listening, please type down the
Mm.
things that you do for fun. Let's have a little game right now.
Yeah.
Let's play now and tell us what you do for fun. Maybe I can do it, maybe Kath can do it, or we can all do it together. We want to get ideas from you guys. Now I'm thinking tuloy, what do I do for fun? Parang for me kasi my work is so fun. So that's what I keep working. Um, I paint my nails. I think it's fun for me. Or maybe therapeutic.
Mm.
Ano bang nun? Um, uh, I eat pizza. Pwede bang for fun yun?
Pwede
Yeah.
naman.
I watch. Oo. Basta natutuwa ako eh. Kumakain ako. Mm, board games. I like playing board games with my friends
Oh,
who like it's fun.
really?
Like no
Like what
pressure.
board games?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. Different kung ano-ano yung pinapalaro sa amin eh. Tapos I have a game now which is bad actually. I don't know if it's fun, but I'm spending money now because of this game. King something. Parang siya yung matching the colors, the gems. And
Mm.
then mawawalan ako ng lives. My gosh, kailangan ko bumili. Yun. But, ayan, sabi ni, Bea, popsicles are fun for me. You mean like eating
Woo!
it or creating it? Lizelle counted ba sleeping? Oh my gosh. It's so fun for me to nap, diba? I love napping.
Oh,
Chicas with my
oh.
sister. Oh, I love massage. Is this is for me like more relaxing. I don't know. I mean, it's fun for me. But ano ba yung meaning ng fun? Teka lang. Like, ano yun? Tumatawa ba yan? Or yung masaya ka lang? Royal match! Yes, Dana. Royal match. Tama.
Ah,
Ano, ikaw, Kath, what is fun for you? Like, is it a happy thing or is it like a funny, laughing matter? Like, what is fun? Depende siguro. What is
um,
fun for
dep yeah, depende. Like, for example, when I'm with my sisters, medyo weird yung fun namin. Because we like to talk in accent.
Oh my gosh, I didn't get that. What did you say?
Oh, okay. So,
Yung weird na
is it,
gusto na ginagawa niya.
so when I'm with my sisters, our type of fun is weird kasi we like to talk in accents.
Oh, like British accent? Like that?
Hindi, hindi British eh. Black
Saan?
scent.
Accent. Like,
Black scent like white chicks accent. Ganon.
ganon. Oh, wow.
Oo.
Look at this. So, Dana said, depende sa age. Ngayon, tita time ang fun. Tama. Ayan si Doc Ram, 888. Talking about spirituality with my siblings. Grabe.
Wow!
Deep naman nun.
How deep.
Ayan si Bea. Yes, eating something cold and sweet and colorful. Ice cream. Eating ice
Mm.
cream.
Yeah.
Gosh, yummy.
Or,
Yum,
or
yum,
like,
yum. Di ba you tried the
yung,
hot chocolate the other day? You
yeah,
cried pa nga eh.
yeah.
Because of the hot chocolate. I told I told my friend Tep, sabi ko, girl, may naiyak dun sa hot chocolate mo. Sa sarap.
Oo,
Question.
tapos, we were joking, diba, na dapat yung tagline niya, nakakaiyak sa sarap.
Oo, nakakaiyak. Ayan, popcorn daw si Kel. Mm-mm.
Ooh,
Yan ang
popcorn. Mm.
Oo nga, fun yun din lutuin eh. Tapos kainin. Oo. Yan. Cotton candy. I feel it's fun. Oo. Playing games at
Mm.
time zone. Oh my gosh, yes. Or any arcade, right? So fun.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time. Watching
Oh,
funny
what?
videos in IG until I'm tears nakakatawa.
You know who I watch? Like when I have anxiety, like
Mm.
last year, I had a really terrible anxiety. I watched Steve Harvey and yung
Mm.
the funniest, parang family feud videos with Steve Harvey.
Oh,
As in, tawa ako. Like, nakakalimutan ko yung, yung anxiety. Like, helpful.
oh, sige
Helpful.
nga.
Try mo.
Try ko mamaya.
Painting. Painting. Gusto ko yung maraming mga suggestions, ah. Oo. Si Charisse painting daw. And thank you. In fairness, like Lizelle, Kel, I was just with them earlier, but they're also
Oo
here.
nga.
Thank you so much, guys, for being here.
Thank
Steve,
you.
yes. Steve Harvey. Ayan. So, feeling good,
Mm.
having, being intentional with feeling good or having fun.
Yep. With feeling good.
With feeling good. Okay. So whatever feels good to you, like try to do more of that and it becomes empowering for you.
Yeah, or like there will be times when you feel down.
Mm.
And sometimes it's also up to you to pull yourself out of that hole. So
Mm.
you have to be able to ask yourself, okay, what can I do right now to feel better?
Oh.
So
Okay.
if you know yourself well, you would be able to know what that thing is that will help you feel better.
That's right. So it's empowering.
Yeah.
How do you feel now that you know yourself better, that you have a spiritual practice, that you're very intentional about feeling good? How do you feel now as an eldest daughter, knowing that, oh, okay, since like before you had so many responsibilities, you need to be a mediator, talk to, ano, please them. So now that
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're much more empowered, how does a much more empowered version of you look like, sound like, feel like?
I would say I'm a lot more grounded in who I am. Like, if somebody tells me, oh, you're like this, but I know I'm not like that, it's almost
Mm-mm.
as if I'm not affected by it anymore,
Mm-hmm.
or I can easily let that go instead of like before that I would be obsessing about what this person thought
Mm-mm.
of me. And it's also a balance between being gentle with myself, for sometimes I don't know any better, or sometimes I make mistakes, or sometimes I have off days,
Mm-mm.
right? And we have that. And just being my own ally, like having that gentler voice in my head saying, oh, that's okay, you can rest now, you can go back to work tomorrow, or
Mm-hmm.
you can take the time today to take care of yourself so you have a better mindset, a better mood tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So things like that. Like I mentioned this before, that if being hard on yourself really worked, then it would have worked by now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ah.
I think, as you know, as eldest daughters, we have to learn how to be our own best friends. We have to be our own ally. Diba? When you have a best friend, she always cheers you on. She wants the best for you.
Mm-hmm.
She's the person you can count on when you want to have fun. So we have to be that for ourselves.
Ah, we are our own best friend.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Anything else you want to add, Kat? To
Anything else? Oh my gosh, like, oh,
oh, wala na.
sorry, my light went out. I have I
Oh,
have notes. I have a lot of notes since this
oh,
morning. I have a lot to say. My God. Can you believe?
please say which one?
Okay, what else do I say? Wait. Our own best friends. Mm. And I guess this is a little bonus, no? Na we also have to listen to our bodies. We should know how to listen to our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Like our bodies can tell us if there's something wrong,
Mm-hmm.
if there's some emotion that we're not addressing or processing,
Mm-hmm.
um, beyond just feeling tired. Because that's how I've been feeling lately.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's um, I've really decided to be intentional about addressing that, because I know that it's not gonna go away by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have to face that. I have to be courageous about um, processing the the painful emotions that I haven't been
Mm-hmm.
addressing. So there. So four pala. May bonus pa.
Your body. Okay, wonderful. Would you like to invite them to maybe follow you anywhere or something?
If you're not following me yet on Instagram, please follow me at Soulful Storyteller PH. I'm also on TikTok, soulfulstoryteller.ph, my dot.
Ada.
And I'll be coming up with some special stuff for the
Mm-mm.
panganays.
I already have a Panganay Empowerment playlist up on Spotify. So if that's something that you would want
Mm-mm.
for yourself, maybe you can play that during your me time in the morning. Just send me a DM and I'll send you the link.
Perfect. Thank you so much for tonight. I hope that the eldest daughters got a thing or two from your sharing, and may the Panganay Empowerment movement thrive, and may you all be empowered.
Yes,
Okay.
thank
Thank you
you.
so much, and have a good night, guys. Thank you for joining us. Bye
Thank you
bye.
guys. Bye.